Hey, Jim Schlexer from the CEO Project. You may be thinking about bringing your business international. Well, I want to caution you that this is way harder than you think it is. And there's 5 fundamental reasons why going international is incredibly hard compared to selling domestically. So my recommendation before you think about it is make sure you've maximized your domestic market before you go international. So why not? Well, one is it's complicated and it's risky. There is no guarantee of return if you go international. Now, some might say, well, I'm just going from the US to England. It's more or less the same language. Off we go. And I'm going to tell you that it is way more complicated than you think it is. So time, management, travel, risk, all on the table in a way that you probably don't understand unless you've done it many, many times before. So it's risky. And ultimately, I can tell you that it always took at least twice as much time, and I made less money internationally than I made domestically. So these markets are harder. The second reason is product modification. You're gonna have to modify your product. Whatever you're selling in the US, there are gonna need to be changes, whether it's a service or a product. There are gonna need to be changes as you go international. That has a cost to it. That could be okay, but you're gonna have to invest engineering, time, product design, service design. Business terms might need to change as you go international. The third one is culture and language. So I talked about going to England, and you'd say, well, that's the same language we speak. Well, first, it really isn't. The meanings are very different. But more than that, the culture of England or any other country is profoundly different from our culture. Unless you have a local guiding you through that process, you are going to make mistakes. And I can tell you from personal experience, I've made boatloads of cultural mistakes as I went international. Despite trying to be careful about not offending anybody, I did it all the time as an American. And so culture and language are huge barriers to being successful as you move to other countries. The fourth one is regulatory environment. The laws are different. What you can do is different. What you can say is different. How you can charge is different. The laws of commerce are different. The case law is different. The court systems are different. I think you may be getting the picture that there's a huge level of complexity that we take for granted in the United States because we grew up with it, so we know our system. We don't know the one in Germany or France or Italy or especially in China. By the way, just for the record, when somebody from another country tries to come to the US, they face exactly these same problems because they don't understand our culture or our laws any better than we understand theirs. And the final one is employees. Employment law varies profoundly around the country. The ability to hire somebody in the Netherlands, you're going to find all kinds of things that you never had to deal with in the US as an employee when you hired employees, and that complicates and makes more expensive your effort in going international. Well, if I haven't scared you off with these 5 ideas, hopefully you can account for them, accommodate them, and you can be successful internationally, but just realize it's going to be twice as hard and you're going to make less money.